Hi, and welcome to my channel. Or if you're a returning subscriber, hi again! It's so nice to see you back here for another video. My name's Tess Lark, and this is an art and beauty channel, so if those are videos you're interested in, make sure you're subscribed because I'm here for you every single week. And this week, I just have a quick little video to share with you of a really fun, really colorful, and really easy technique. So if you're just getting started in resin art, this is definitely the video for you. Today I'm going to show you how to make this petri dish style resin tray using epoxy resin and alcohol ink. This technique is definitely straightforward and really great for beginners. You can get some really lovely results. It's really funky, it's really fun. You can make these bright and colorful or do some monochromatic ones. Both look amazing, and this is just a really great technique to know. Before we get started, I would like to remind you that when you're working with resin, it is definitely important to be working in a very well ventilated area. So resin can give off some fumes, so if you've got a big window, make sure that's open. If you have an air filter, go ahead and run that. And if you feel comfortable wearing an N95 or a respirator mask, those are both great options as well. I'd also like to remind you that if you do like this video, please don't forget to give it a like. It not only helps my channel, but it also lets me know that I'm making content that you want to see from me. And if you are interested in more resin art techniques, I do have an entire resin art playlist here on YouTube, so make sure you check that out after you're done with this video. I will have all of the materials that I use for this project linked in the description down below. So if anybody's interested in trying this project for themselves, all of that information will be down there for you. And without further ado, let's just hop right into today's project. This tray holds 150 milliliters of resin, so I went ahead and I mixed up 150 milliliters before I started filming. So I let that set to the side for a little bit, and now I'm hitting it with my heat gun just to pop any bubbles that have started to form at the surface. I've also put some wax paper down on my desk just to protect it from the resin. So next I'm going to go ahead and begin to pour my resin into the tray, and I'm doing this from a high angle and a slow, small stream, and I like to pour it this way to help some bubbles pop on the way down. I poured almost all of my resin, but I am reserving about 30 milliliters of clear resin to use a little bit later. The next step will be to go ahead and use my heat gun again to pop any of those surface bubbles, and I also like to use a popsicle stick, especially in the deeper parts of the mold, like right around the rim. It helps to get some of the larger air bubbles up to where I can pop them really easily. Then I'm going to begin to start layering my colors, and I'm using white alcohol ink first. I'll put a few of those drops down, and then just using a popsicle stick, I'm going to go ahead and break this up. And the alcohol ink is kind of cracking. I'm not sure if it's because I'm towards the end of this bottle, or it also could be because it's really hot currently where I am, but it doesn't always look like that. So after I've broken up the white, I'm going to go ahead and start layering in my two different colors of blue, and I'll also be adding some lime green to this as well. After I've got my first layer of color down and I've filled in a lot of that negative space, I'm going to go ahead and add more white to this, and then I'll be adding some more layers of blue and green, and then layering that again with the white. And I like to put the white over the places where I've put some of my color because the white is a little bit heavier than the other pigment, so it really helps to get that pigment to the bottom of your piece, which will end up being the top. And I absolutely love the way the alcohol ink blends out and moves together. And if you like it too, let me know in the comments below. And the last step will be to pour the remaining clear resin into this piece, again from a nice high stream, and this just helps push some of that pigment and it gives them really nice movement to the piece. After I've poured in the rest of my resin, I'll go ahead and cover it up and let it cure completely. Alright, so I went ahead and I let our tray set up overnight. It's totally hard, really nice and cured. So let's just go ahead and pop it out of the mold and see how it turned out. It's already looking super cool from this side, but I'm really excited to see how all of the colors blended out together. Ugh. It's really beautiful. It's really giving some beautiful earth tones. I love the teal that's resulted as a result of a lot of this green and blue mixing. It's very cool. There's so much movement, so much going on in this piece. I absolutely love it. And there's not too much of a lip on this guy, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put some rubber bumpers on the back of it just to make sure that it's not gonna scratch up any surface that it's resting on, and then this one will be all set and ready to go. So I've just got these little rubber bumpers here, and once again, I'm going to go ahead and list everything that I used for this project down below in the description. So if you're curious, I'll have all of that information down there for you. But I'm just going to go ahead and put a couple of these on the back of this tray, and then we'll be all set, just like that. And I'm often asked what you can use these for, and they're great for putting some jewelry or loose change. I like to use one for my makeup brushes that I use every day. It just makes a nice little addition to the counter. I've got like a cute little makeup brush display, but you can really use these for whatever you want, any little knickknacks, maybe like rings or earrings, or even a tray to put some crystals or other display items on, really whatever you can imagine. Let me know what you think of this project down below. Let me know if you like these colors, and let me know if you'd like to see a different color combination from me in the future. I really love hearing input from you guys, and I love getting feedback from you guys. So please let me know what you think. As always, thank you so much for being here, especially if you made it all the way to the end of the video. And if you made it all the way to the end of the video, leave me some sort of food emoji in the comments, just so we can confuse anyone who hasn't made it this far. I appreciate you all so much. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe because I do upload every single week. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope that this video inspires you to make something of your own today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!